Agriculture is something that has been very important to me throughout my life. Because of its importance to me and growing up on the farm, I've decided that I'm going to major in agricultural education as I move into my college education. Because of this, I really want to find ways that I can help keep agriculture sustainable and teach younger children about the different opportunities that are available to keep agriculture sustainable. One of these individuals that has helped advance agriculture and its sustainability is Danny Cluthy from Dodge, Nebraska. He is the owner of Bacon Hill Farms and Olean Energy. So today we're going to explore sustainable agriculture through the Olean Energy operation. At Danny Cluthy's farm, he takes one of these and makes some of this. Danny Cluthy uses all aspects of a hog operation. He also uses hog manure, which some may see as waste, but he isn't letting it go to waste. Danny Cluthy uses an anaerobic digester to change hog manure into methane gas, which in turn produces energy. This anaerobic digester is a large circular thing that's embedded into the ground, and it is covered with a plastic type covering so that none of the gas can escape. Now, the hog manure travels down the hills from the barns but due to gravity flow and goes into the anaerobic digester. Now, Danny said that he usually empties about a quarter of his hog waste storage into the anaerobic digester. So, in the anaerobic digester, it spins the hog manure around and keeping it at about 100 degrees Fahrenheit until he gets all of the methane gas out. Now, this process is supposed to get rid of much of the smell and odor which is associated with hogs, as some of you may know. Now, in order to keep up with his anaerobic digester and the system and engine that he has running this process, he needs 7,500 pigs. Now, these 7,500 pigs produce about 9,000 gallons of manure per day, as each pig produces a little over a gallon of manure each day. Now, when I heard from Danny about 2 weeks ago, he said that it takes 100 pigs to make 1 kilowatt of energy. Now, of the energy that he makes, which he said is about 80 kilowatts a day, he sells to the Nebraska Public Power District. The Nebraska Public Power District distributes the energy and electricity that he makes through Cumming County, where he powers about 53 houses with the energy that he makes. Now, Danny has also used the methane gas to convert his vehicles and tractors on the farm. Danny said that in his diesel Duramax pickup, he runs about 80% methane and 20% diesel. Now, with that combination, he said that he gets 70 miles per gallon. That's some pretty remarkable numbers, especially considering the high prices of gasoline and diesel currently. So, Danny also works to use the manure completely. As it travels out of the digester, the manure goes into the lagoon, where it is pretty much odorless, as they have taken out all of the methane gases through the anaerobic digester. Now, Danny uses the manure as fertilizer to put on his fields, so that he uses as much of this whole process as he can. This process helps to cut down energy costs, as he is able to power his barns, heat the barns, and run the generator and his vehicles and things on the farm, so he doesn't have nearly as many energy costs. It is said that it will take about 15 years to pay back all of the costs that it has taken to put this in. However, with all of the money that is saving Danny, they believe that it might take him 5 years. So taking care of the environment is a huge priority to Danny and his operation. And when it comes to sustainability, that's a pretty big deal for us too. Danny tries to limit the amount of erosion he has by planting grasses and other things around the barns to keep the manure and water from causing any erosion. Now, he also has laid down a barrier underneath his lagoon over the dirt so that none of the manure can seep into the ground and get into the groundwater. Throughout this course, I have learned a lot about the different areas of sustainability from my classmates and some of their topics. And one of the things that I found most interesting is that all of their topics can fit into agriculture in some way. I hope that others see the importance that agriculture has and how sustainable it has become and the different effects that it has between the different areas of the world.